Good afternoon, everyone. I asked Phil to introduce me because he's the one who got me into coaching. As you mentioned, I was his freshman assistant, which put me at the bottom of the totem pole. So, but at the time, it was a great time to become on the staff of the event football program. The two senior members of the staff, Bob Corr, the head coach, and Jim Newcomb, they're in this book. And it's because they're in this book and the other people that are in this book that this is such an honor to me. It's the people whose names are already in here that I'm just so honored today because of it. So I'm talking names like certainly Kershaw and Newcomb, but also Kacheri, Strachio, Monks, McMullen, Bowen, Amato, just to name a few of some of the great coaches. But just a quick story about getting hired as the head coach. When Artie stepped down in 2002, that spring, he recommended to the principal that I succeed him as the head coach. And to this day, I appreciate that because he recommended me and he advocated for me through the process. But the principal had a different idea. So, I mean, the principal, it's his building. He wants a hand in who is in that building. So he chose a candidate, and this is how the process was back then. This was certainly, it was before the advent of the ad hoc committee method of hiring. But what happened was the AD would recommend to the principal would forward that to the superintendent of schools, rubber stamp, boom. Superintendent of school forwards it to the school committee, boom, rubber stamp. There you go. But at the time, I was very involved in Rotary International through the East Greenwich Rotary Club, and through that, I met an awful lot of people, became very friendly with a lot of people who were very community-oriented and civic-minded. And two of the people I became very friendly with were Barbara, the superintendent of schools, and Chuck, the chairman of the school committee. Hey, it's Rhode Island. You got to know somebody. So I want to thank the coaches I coached with, Coach Garvey, Coach Hagenberg, Dean Swanson, Conrad Swanson, Rob Robertson, Coach Newcomb, and Coach Kacheri. I want to thank the ADs I worked for, Deborah McMullen, Vin Verrecchione, and Chris Cobain. I want to thank my freshman staff, which consisted of Andrew Serini as coach, and he was assisted by David Westell. And as Coach Garvey and Coach Hagenberg can attest, running a freshman football program in a small school like East Greenwich is very difficult. They did a great job, and they helped us out immensely, especially on game day. But any success that the Avenger football program had while I was the head coach went directly through my two assistants, Joey and Viniucci. Joey, he's the defensive guy, but for me, he was he called the special teams. And Joey's like the mad scientist. You give him a base set of plays and he expands on it, he adds on it, he adds layers. For instance, there was a game up at Eldridge, and we're playing Johnston. We got the ball as third down. So I say, Joey, if we don't get the first down, call the fake punt. He says, okay, coach, which one do you want me to call? I say, you got more than one fake punt? Oh, sure, we got 4. 2 runs, 2 passes. That's the way Joey is prepared. And Vinny's the offensive guy. He's the quarterback guru. He will not call a play in a game that has not been performed perfectly in the practice field, on the practice field, many times over. Vinny is basically a perfectionist with a healthy dose of OCD. And the last game we coached together was Thanksgiving 2009. It was a 26-17 come from behind victory against Narragansett. And of course that was very special to me. My last game coaching with Joey and Vinny. But one other thing I'm very proud of is that the last football game played on Eldridge Field was a Thanksgiving Day victory. So that's it in a nutshell. So to the inductees, the Golden Avengers, Kerry, the Tadeusi awardees, congratulations all.